What's up, guys? Joe. How you guys doing this morning? Cheers. What's up? You guys see something weird about me? Something kind of out of the ordinary? Fuck. I'm gonna title this video my Pet Chalazion. I believe that's what it's called. Chalazion. It's different from a sty. A sty is more close to like the edge of like the eyelash, and what I got is something more like deeper inside the eyelid, right? Basically just a blocked oil gland from my top eyelashes, right? So that's pretty much what's happening at the moment. Let me try to get close to gross you out a bit. Now, it definitely got better. It was worse actually, and I want to not necessarily talk about it because it's gross, just me talk about it because something I bring up a lot in my videos is health, right? So basically it's that, like it's on my top eyelid, and an oil gland from one of the eyelashes got clogged and it just built up and shit like that, right? So what you're supposed to do is get like some type of like a heat compression, get something that's warm, you know, obviously that won't burn you, but basically what you have to do is like warm it up and then like kind of like not necessarily squeeze it, but basically try to like, you know, work like the fluids out so it can drain, right? So I got a bunch of these things where they're like heat pads, right? Maybe you guys seen these things. You like there's like little pieces of metal here in the bottom. You snap them and then they activate. Then it turns into like almost like a solid, and then like produces heat, and you put it over my head, right? And then like eventually once like the heat like you know dissipates, like it turns into like a solid, you know, almost like a rock. Then you can like just put this in like you know, warm water. You don't necessarily have to boil them, but you know, you heat them up in water, and they get back into liquid form, and you can reuse them, right? So that's what I've been using. And like by warming it up, you got a bunch of gunk and shit that starts to come out. So like I said, it was worse, but as I've been like doing these every 3 hours. Once I'm done, I put like a timer on my phone to remind me every 3 hours to like, you know, do this shit, and like I've been getting results. But the thing is that like by me doing this, I've been irritating my eye more, and like it's been getting inflamed and all this other shit. So like the past few days has been like uncomfortable because like it's been irritating the eye. Because what happens is like this shit starts to swell up, and as you can tell from my eyes right now, it's kind of like pushing my eyelid down, right? Not only that, it is pushing my eye itself a little bit, so it's causing me to have a little bit of a blurry vision. My left eye is right, it's okay, but when I look from my other eye, I can just feel it kind of like it's a little blurry because it's literally the fucking bump is bumping into my eye a bit and it's pushing it. So it's causing a little bit of blurriness, right? So that's been discomforting. So anyways, the point of this video, I talked a lot about like making sure you don't let things go bad in your health and this and that. And like, you know, I mean, this thing, I had it since almost like December of last year, you know, 2022. You know, it's at this, the time of me making this video is basically the end of December 2023, right? So it's getting close to a whole year since I had this bump. Now it was not like this, right? It wasn't this bad. It was just started off like a small bump, right? And the thing is, like I noticed it on December of last year, you know, 2022 December, and then like so I was like, I don't know, that's where I started to like notice it, right? And then like in January I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas for CES with Paul, you know, to get some work. There was a whole week there. After CES, I stayed in Vegas and like I spent some time there with my girlfriend. And then like coming back home, I'm looking at my eye, you know, this and that. It was like in closer to the beginning of February, I called and I tried to make an appointment for my eye, right? I had to go see my primary doctor, then they suggest who to go see and this and that, right? I go see the doctor, and then they recommend me to someone, an eye specialist. And they're like, oh, we cannot see you till May because they're booked out, right? And this was in February. So when February, I had to wait till May. It's like, fuck, okay. But this was before I had to go to like Computex in Taiwan. So come May, and then like they call me. They're like, oh, we are very booked. Sorry about this, but we have to wait till like July now. It's like, fuck, okay. So, you know, I went to Computex, came back, you know, then me and my girlfriend had to deal with the move and all that shit. And then like July came, finally I got to see the doctor. They looked at me. They did the eye exam, you know, they gave me the drops, they checked my eyes to make sure everything's okay. And my eyes are fine, thankfully. It's just like this thing, right? It's already in the middle of the year since I, you know, tried to go see the doctor, right? And they told me like, basically, yeah, it can drain on its own. I just have to like make sure I keep it warm, which I'll admit I have not been doing this whole time up to the point of me seeing the doctor, which I can tell you right now that was a mistake, right? I'll get to that in a bit. But the doctor told me that like they want to avoid like cutting it out. They could, but the thing is, obviously, you know, you got a lot of blood vessels and nerves and all that shit, so if they were to fuck up a nerve, there's a possibility that my eye could be like, you know, like this for, you know, damage the eyelid. So they want to try to avoid that. I do have an appointment to go see a surgeon to get it removed if it doesn't like go away, if I want to go that route. But thankfully, by me doing these things more consistently, I've been like seeing some drainage, so I'm hoping to like just have it flush out. They also gave me some kind of steroid cream to like basically, you know, put it on there to help it, you know, flush out more, right? So anyways, to end the video, probably the reason why I let it go on for so long in the sense of like not putting any heat compression or trying to take care of it, you know, during the whole, you know, up to the point of me seeing a doctor is simply because like just like with anything, when certain things you can like, you know, put off because you're busy, you're working and this and that, and like I don't know, I basically did that with this thing. The moment I started seeing this bump, like because I didn't know what it was or how to deal with it, I just go to the doctor. Then, you know, when I go to the doctor, they'll tell me, give me some medicine, and that's it. No, I mean, I didn't know. I could have like been and added some heat compression on it, and maybe like I would have like got rid of it a long time ago if I would have like known better, right? I didn't do that. So that being said, yeah, I'm definitely at a point now where like my health, as much as I try to like aim to like maintain it, obviously I fuck up still to this point, and that's pure part of me making this videos, like talking about like not letting things get too far, right? If you start to feel discomfort in any way when you're working, yeah, you gotta stop and chill and reassess things, right? Aside from this thing, my bump, something I've been noticing also is that like maybe it's a combination of like between work and also my right eye being blurry, but like I feel like my eyes are starting to get really tired now. I'm staring at monitors. I'm kind of at that point where like I need to like really reduce the time even more in front of the computer, right? I do have a cutoff time, but the thing with me is that like at this point in my life, the computer is basically, one is my work, also is my form of entertainment, also is where I do my projects, my hobbies, you know, information, you know, practice tutorials and this and that. So I mean, there's way too much that gets involved with my computer, right? Being in front of the monitor, trying to like, you know, either improve my skills, practice on something, you know, watch videos, listen to music, you know, so on and so forth, right? Yeah, I definitely reached a point now where like I have to really find hobbies that's away from the computer, right? Yesterday my eyes were hurting from like, you know, just working and doing projects on the computer and stuff like that. Also streaming, and then like by time like me and my girlfriend went to the movies, getting away from the computer and like being away from the big screen, like actually have a distance, not have the monitors close to my eyes. It made a difference. I can actually feel my eyes like less stressed, right? So yeah, I'm definitely on that point where like I'm just the monitors can bug me, right? I use night mode a lot often now, my computer when I'm working, to basically reduce like the blue light, you know, so it can like doesn't like hurt my eyes as much, right? So I have been doing that, right? But yeah, like still I definitely reached a point where it's like I even have to like reduce more time from my computer, right? But the thing is that like, you know, if I wake up early, I go to the computer and start working. If I stay up late, I go on the computer and start doing other stuff, right? I'm bored, I'll go on the computer and play my guitar, watching videos or play video games and, you know, read or whatever. So yeah, there's a lot that goes on in the computer where I realize now I just need to like really have more of a cutoff time when I get on the computer and when I get off, right? So yeah, it's stuff that I need to like work on, you know, but it's how it is. But anyways, it's draining. I've been waking up with a bunch of gross shit. As you can imagine, it's all gunky and crap. So it is draining. It's getting better. It's healing, right? But the doctor even told me that can take a while. It's not going to happen instantly, right? It has to drain like naturally on its own, right? So yeah, anyways, my vision. Obviously, I need to take care of my vision. And that's something like, you know, I try to like obviously be careful with, you know, I wear hats often to to give me some shade from the sun, and, you know, I wear my sunglasses, you know, so on and so forth. But still, you know, I'm like flooding my eyes with like light at the moment, you know, so it's got to be careful with that. Anyways, that's my situation. Got nothing else to say. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Talk to you later. Peace.